it was like I was conflicted. I was in the middle of, are they trying to be informative or are they trying to make a mockery? You know what I mean?
I think they took the angle of giving you the reality of why certain niggas don't believe. With him, he can only believe in what he could actually see. So it's like you everybody that's telling the stories, even when his right hand man, it got to a point where he saw Jesus act out.
That he wasn't fucking with it.
And he was still like, nigga, what are you talking about? And it's like, this is the dude, this has been your right hand. He has no reason to lie to you.
Yeah.
But it's like, for him, it's more so they hit a bunch of angles. So for him, it's like, if I can't see it right here, somebody's full of shit. Like, even when he's talking to his mama, he like, man, looking at Joseph like, you really believe this shit? Like, y'all really believe this? So it's like, he hasn't seen it with his own eyes, so he can only believe what he can believe. Also, on the other hand, you have the people that were believers feeling like, because we believe, because like the disciples, we're the disciples, so we have the right to cast judgment over you.
Mm-hmm.
Even his twin brother felt like, I'm better than this nigga. Basically, he told him, I'm better than you. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna ever be shit.
Yeah, like, even if you want to be a part of it, like, you're not meant to be a part of this. Like, you're a loser. You're meant to be a loser. Which is
what a lot of heavily churchy people do. They cast that judgment. They feel like, if you're not going to church, you're going to hell. If you don't believe what I believe, you're going to hell. You got to believe in God the way I believe in God, or you're going to hell. It's like, that's they. So I don't want to say it was a mockery. It was like, it was all honesty.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Right. Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you, and we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Hey, what up, cousin? What you doing?
Oh shit, what you want?
Damn, why you asking me that?
Sean, if you call me asking me what I'm doing, it's because you got something you want me to do.
Man, you tripping. Check it out, though.
Damn it, see?
Hey, chill out. Why you acting like that? You don't even know what I want.
It don't matter what you want. You always asking for stuff.
Hey, nigga, didn't you just ask me to handle that little thing with the dude and thing, and didn't I do that shit without asking twice? Didn't you say you owed me and it didn't matter what I asked you would do it?
Why you bringing up old shit?
Tanya.
All right, nigga, damn. What is it?
What up?
Assalamu alaikum.
Peace be unto you.
Did you notice they kept saying that in the movie?
Peace be unto you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said it a bunch of times.
I was like, there had to be a reason for that. It's like a undercover reason for that. But anyways, we're here talking about, we're going to discuss the Book of Clarence. This is a movie I was anticipating since I saw the preview last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it is upon us.
Yeah. It's here. How you feel about it?
I like it. I fuck with it tough. Like, I think it was a really good movie.
Tell me why.
So clearly Brian doesn't like it.
No. I say that. I'm trying to figure out what you. I want to figure out what you felt about it first. I got something to say about it, but I just want to know how you feel about it.
I think it was hilarious. I think it's bold. It's a bold movie because they like touching on things that are like real sensitive to people, and they even put the sensitivity of the people who feel certain ways about religion in the movie. You know what I mean? Like the reaction. So it's like the content. Lakeith is like my favorite actor out of the new class, and funny enough, the dude, what's his name, CJ, that was with him,
the dude from Rap Shit,
yeah, he's like my from the new class, one of my other favorites. So it's like having him as a pairing. That's a good pairing, like for future movies.
What did me and my wife was talking about? Like, what did he play in before Rap Shit? I feel like I saw him before Rap Shit. I don't remember.
He was in. So the director that made this, the man that made this, he made Harder They Fall. He was in that too.
He was in Harder They Fall,
and he was in this other movie. It's like this lower budget movie. I seen him in like 2 other things.
Yeah, because I saw his face in Rap Shit. I was just like, he looked familiar. I just don't know what I saw him in before. I know he's a new actor, but I was trying to figure out where I saw bro from.
He was in some other stuff. You just got to look up his IMDb. Yeah. But for sure, even before Harder They Fall, I seen him in something. But Harder They Fall is where I was like, oh, this dude is good. And then of course Rap Shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, it's just overall cool. Dude, I laughed from when it was said to the end of the movie, the part where Clarence gets the idea to be a messiah. Yeah. And that nigga from Lupin looked up and said, "Nigga, what?" I laughed. I laughed the rest of the movie thinking about that scene.
Yeah. That part, it was like, it's kind of like, you know how they like, what was it, the not breaking the fourth wall, but kind of like jumping the shark or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
no, don't. Jumping the shark is the wrong term. It's more like I don't know. I don't even say break the wall either. It's like
jumping the shark means like it kind of like it goes from almost like reality to like this fiction, right?
No, jumping the shark means like you're doing too much now. Like you should have ended this a long time ago. Jumping the shark comes from Jaws, when it was like, okay, Jaws is just like they're running out of ideas. Now they're just putting bullshit up there because something happened where they like jumped over the shark or some shit.
Okay,
so that's where the term comes from.
It's used to argue that creative work or entity has reached a point in which it has exhausted its core intent, introducing new ideas that are discordant with or an extreme exaggeration of its original purpose.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing. Like, I feel like it went from, okay, like this is the time of like Jesus time, right? You know what I mean? Niggas wasn't out there saying nigga. No,
at all.
That's exaggerating what's going on
at all.
Right? So it was like, so my feelings about the movie, like, I would keep it real with you. By the time the movie was about to end, I wanted more. And I felt like that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like once he got that last idea, which I knew it was going toward like, okay, he got the brand new idea for all of the other stuff to happen. I was like, damn, I would be okay with 3 more chapters.
And it's cool because I'm like you. Like when it ended, it was just like, damn, I want to see what happens now that he's coming
after
back.
The resurrection.
Yeah. So I feel the same way. It was like, which is a good thing. It's like leave that door open. I don't know if the director's going to do it.
Nah,
but I think that was a good thing.
Yeah, like I went into this not with any like high hopes. I was just like, okay, this movie is going to be just like you said. It's going to be bold. And I felt like it was going to make a mockery out of like Christianity or whatever. And I was trying to figure out, I was stuck in the middle, right? Like I'm not the most religious person, but at the same time, it's like, okay, like I believe. So I'm looking at it as, are they trying to tell a story about this? This is what really happened. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the like a black man was this and then a white man took over, kind of, you know how they brought the white Jesus in at one point? I mean, but it was really, you know, like how some people be like, oh, Jesus was black because of what it says in the Bible. Versus like, it was another side of me was just like, this is a parody. This is like just like they're making jokes about this. Like, nigga, this ain't real. And I'm showing y'all like this is bullshit. These are made up stories. It was, I felt I was conflicted. I was in the middle of, are they trying to be informative or are they trying to make a mockery? You know what I mean?
I think they took the angle of giving you the reality of why certain niggas don't believe. With him, he can only believe in what he could actually see. So it's like you everybody that's telling the stories, even when his right hand man, it got to a point where he saw Jesus act out.
That he wasn't fucking with it.
And he was still like, nigga, what are you talking about? And it's like, this is the dude, this has been your right hand. He has no reason to lie to you.
Yeah.
But it's like, for him, it's more so they hit a bunch of angles. So for him, it's like, if I can't see it right here, somebody's full of shit. Like, even when he's talking to his mama, he like, man, looking at Joseph like, you really believe this shit? Like, y'all really believe this? So it's like, he hasn't seen it with his own eyes, so he can only believe what he can believe. Also, on the other hand, you have the people that were believers feeling like, because we believe, because like the disciples, we're the disciples, so we have the right to cast judgment over you.
Mm-hmm.
Even his twin brother felt like, I'm better than this nigga. Basically, he told him, I'm better than you. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna ever be shit.
Yeah, like, even if you want to be a part of it, like, you're not meant to be a part of this. Like, you're a loser. You're meant to be a loser. Which is
what a lot of heavily churchy people do. They cast that judgment. They feel like, if you're not going to church, you're going to hell. If you don't believe what I believe, you're going to hell. You got to believe in God the way I believe in God, or you're going to hell. It's like, that's they. So I don't want to say it was a mockery. It was like, it was all honesty. The whole movie was just honesty of how people deal with the situation, how everybody deals when it comes with to Jesus. I do like the spin they did, because it's like, nobody was there to know the truth. So you see the spin when the white dude comes around, Judas turns Jesus in, and those guys think this is Jesus because he parading around giving out the money.
Yeah,
it's like, this got to be this got to be him. And then you see the black dude sitting when he's getting crucified, he's painting a picture of him. It's like, this is gonna be Jesus.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like the black Jesus escaped, basically.
Yeah, it was a just like I said, I didn't know exactly where to go with this. You know what I mean? Because I feel like everybody's gonna take their own, you know, they're gonna make their own story out of this. You know what I mean? They saying this and they saying that, or you know what I mean? Y'all gotta open your eyes, or you know, them people's gonna break.
Oh, the black deep divers can't wait.
Oh, they gonna break this movie in pieces, right?
They can't wait.
Me, I was going in like, okay, while I was watching, I was just like, okay, like, this is. I feel like they meant to be funny. I don't feel like they were,
for sure.
I don't feel like they were trying to be like super sarcastic or super a mockery, but I did feel, if I was like, I know people that are super holy rollers that will watch that movie and be like, oh, this is some bullshit.
I guarantee it. I guarantee that
they're making a mockery. You know what I mean? They're making jokes about Christianity and people that are, you know, Christians, because the Lakeith character, I think, look, he was a relatable character.
He's us. Not he's us. So what they did was, and what is dope about this, whoever wrote this, is dope that they give you the energy of today.
Yeah.
But it's placed back then. It's like how, like, even when they smoking weed, it's like why wouldn't they be? People probably look at that like, that's disrespectful. It's like they not human beings. Like, nigga, we all are humans. We, at that time, that's what we've probably been doing.
Yeah, it was almost like when I saw that part, when they started smoking weed and he got the idea or whatever, it was almost like I felt like they were saying that's what happened. Like, niggas was so out of it back then that they decided to be, hey, nigga, I'm the new Messiah, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? I'm that nigga now, and I'm gonna get some homies to make you think that I am. Is like, oh, should I, I woke up the blind, or I healed a dead man. I woke up the blind, but I made the blind see. I woke up a dead. You know what I mean? If you got partners, you can make anything, you know what I mean, realistic or something happen. You know what I mean? So I saw that, I was like, I wonder if that's the message that they were trying to, like, like, hey, this is some bullshit. Because they could have faked it all. These are stories that they could have faked. Jesus just had some partners that helped him look like he was the Messiah.
The reason why I wouldn't say it was bullshit is because they actually showed Jesus too. So there was never, so it would have been bullshit, like, had Jesus showed up and he didn't do anything. If like so say if they ran into Jesus and he doing the same thing Clarence was doing, then it would be like, oh, y'all trying to get canceled for real.
Yeah, like the real black Jesus was actually, he was you know, the miracles was happening, like when they tried to stone Mary Magdalene or whatever, and Jeremiah, was it Jeremiah? His name was Jeremiah, right? The old boy.
I can't.
Clarence's friend. It was like Jeremiah.
Probably. I'm not. I don't remember nobody's name but Clarence. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Elijah. I got it. Also, yeah, when they were stoning Mary Magdalene and Elijah or whatever, and and the rock stopped or whatever, I was like, okay, like this is the actual Jesus or whatnot, right? And then the story kind of went. It kind of shifted for me a little bit because I was like, okay, I wonder why they put this white Jesus in. The other guy is supposed to be Jesus, but Jesus, the black Jesus, actually healed this white man, gave him a perm. You know what I mean? And made him, have the same powers.
He didn't have the same powers. All he had was the money.
Well, the money thing. Yeah, he gave him something to make it look like he was a Messiah or whatnot. You know what I mean? And I think if they would have brought that character in earlier, it would have probably been like, oh, like they're trying to make him the real Jesus. But he came in so late, it really didn't even matter who he was. Like I was trying to figure out why they added that character so late in the end.
It's like I don't know. You got to put a face on him, so we don't know what Jesus really looked like.
No, for sure. I'm talking about like because if they were going to make it to where it's just like, okay, like Jesus is not white, right? But this is the Jesus that everybody feels like is Jesus. You know what I mean? Like they would have brought him in earlier, and the dude would have painted him. You would have saw him with his perm because everybody knows that as the Jesus because it's pictured. You know what I mean? Like this is the picture that everybody knows. But since they brought him so late in the movie, it was kind of like, okay, what was that about? I don't get why they brought white Jesus in at the end when they already had black Jesus.
Because black Jesus won, and black Jesus wasn't looking to be popular. That white dude got cleaned up. It was funny how everybody just started praising him instantly, like, "Oh, he's beautiful. Look at his skin. He's so pure." And he like, I'm the shit, basically.
Yeah, crucified.
I mean, because that picture of Jesus ain't even a real picture of Jesus. Who was the artist that I'm talking about? The original picture of white Jesus. It was an artist who drew his uncle because nobody knew what Jesus looked like. So he drew his uncle, and everybody ran with that. And now that's what Jesus is supposed to look like. But I think it's dope that black Jesus didn't want to be seen. Like he would do his miracles and be stepping off. He's in hiding. He's like, I'm delivering my message, but I don't need the attention. I'm not doing it for that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then Clarence, he's trying to be Jesus, and in the same token, the same breath, he's helping people too. It's like he got the fame and the money, but then he's just like, but I feel terrible about it. Like I'm not gonna take advantage of this.
Clarence did it for the draws.
He did it for the draws for sure.
And he wanted to, of course, get away from
and for his mama though.
Yeah, that too. But he also wanted to do it for that character that he was running away from the whole time.
That Lamar dude. What was his name in here?
I think it was Jeremiah, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Kofi's character was Jedediah.
Yeah.
Terrible. So he's running away from him. So he's, trying to make himself look good for, him, and then also impress the sister. That's what it looked like.
And help his mom.
And help his mom out. So I don't know, man. Like I enjoyed the movie a lot. I thought that it was going to be a little bit longer because it's like when I was watching, I'm like, okay, like when it ended, I looked at my clock. I was like, hold on, man. Like,
but that's the good thing about it. It's because I was captured from when we went in.
Some movies are just long for no reason. I felt like it was like, okay, it's 2 hours, but I felt like this movie could have been like another 30 minutes. I would have been like, all right, 2 hours, 30 minutes could have worked.
Right. This really could have been a series.
Hey, it could have, man.
It was dope. Like I was like real, like just like I said, it's just when you're able to capture today and put it back then, I think that's like the dopest angle to me. That's what keeps my attention. It's like it just started off like on some they racing in their hood type shit.
Yeah.
And then they get jumped by by little dude and the gypsies. It's like it's just like it's today, but then.
Yeah, I don't know the motive. I don't know I try to keep myself away from like the conspiracy theory. Like I listen to conspiracy theories, but I try not to like break shit apart myself. I just look at it for what it is for the most part. But I do feel like you never know what a person's real motive is. Like, what was your real motive for making this movie? Like, what was your?
I can tell you what I believe the motive was, or what I got from it. It's letting everybody know, stop passing your damn judgments because everybody don't share your beliefs. Everybody, I believe in God. I'm a strong believer of God. If somebody don't believe in God, I'm like, the day's gonna come when you believe in God. Clarence didn't believe in him at all until the day came. It's like, oh, yeah, it's like, oh, this is there really is. So it's like he came to it in his own realization. You don't gotta walk on water. It's something can happen to where it's just like, oh, I said a prayer and this happened. Or God looked out for me on that. So I think this is about everybody passing judgment on people who don't share their beliefs, and it's like that's not the way to go. You can believe in God and still love somebody else. Because his own brother was turning his back because he didn't believe. It's like, I don't believe, so you turn your back on me and you leave your mom behind because you following this dude. Like it's wild.
His brother was a sucker because when he said, he said something about like, honor thy mother and thy father or whatever. Like, dude was following, the Messiah, but at the same time, like he wasn't living by like the actual word. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was doing bullshit.
He's selective with it.
Right. He wasn't even close to his family, and he wasn't even trying to get it. He wasn't even trying to get his brother in. No matter what. And it's like you don't really see why they got beef like that.
Right. It's just funny because they're the disciples and they're passing judgments and telling people who can and cannot be a part of the disciples. Like you can't believe in God the way we believe in God. When Judas walked up and was like, nah, you wanna impress us, you gotta go free some slaves. And dude was like, what you talking about? You go free some slaves and start that big argument. It's like, nigga, who was you to tell him what he can and can't do?
Yeah. I like that Last Supper scene.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It was like the nigga that's not a believer, nigga, dip your biscuit, nigga, in Mary's gravy or some shit like that.
No, he said the one that's gonna portray me. He was like, you're gonna take that bread and you're gonna dip it in the gravy. Yeah. And he was like, I don't even like Mary's cooking. Did you see his hand go? That nigga said, that's it. It's the gravy. That's what said it.
Yeah, you could tell like people in the theater when I was there, you could tell like everybody was just kind of like trying to figure out what was going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how I'm supposed to feel about this. And I think that's a lot of people going is gonna kind of come to that feeling at some point where it's like, how am I supposed to feel? Am I supposed to, be offended? Or am I supposed to just take it for what it is? And
the funny thing is, everybody's gonna come in with those predetermined, I'm not gonna like this. They come in with the predetermined, oh, he gonna talk down on God in this movie.
They didn't do that.
This is blasphemy. But I'm saying this is the mind people are coming in. I seen a white couple get up and leave while I was watching it.
Oh, word?
Yeah. It's like that's the mind of it. It's like, how dare you have an opinion? How dare you have different feelings from what I believe to be true? It's like nobody was there for the times, but everybody knows what's real and what's fake. And you speak in blasphemy if you speak against anything I've learned from where I've come from.
If you ask them, like, so what exactly do you believe? Niggas really don't know. It's just like I think it's fear more than anything. Like I can't watch something like this because I fear that if anything is tearing down something that I believe in or that I don't want to say forced, but like people, if you're born into something, you know what I mean, and somebody's telling you something ain't right. Something is off. It's like you get a little offensive, like, I mean, defensive. Like, wait a minute, what was that? You know what I mean? It's like,
how dare you tell me what I know ain't real?
Right. You know what I mean? Even though themselves, they not 100% sure either. It's just fear. It's the fear of not knowing. And it's just like, hey, like I'll be damned if I don't give me a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, you ain't gonna fuck up my walks up to heaven or the gates of heaven, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And that's literally the story with everything. That's across the board. It's like if you don't do it my way, then something's wrong with you. You can even boil it down to the COVID shit. If you don't get the shot, then you tripping. the shot. You got to get the shot to live. It's like everybody got their own opinions, and they don't understand that everybody else has their own opinions too. We don't have to do the same shit. We don't got to believe in the same shit. It's like the common goal is to live your life.
If only that was if that was everybody's mindset. Everybody's mindset is just like, this is right.
Right.
If you're not doing this, you are. I mean, that's the world. Period.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like literally watching this movie. How could there not be a Clarence at that time? How could there not be Jesus is in this village, getting all this attention, getting all this love, doing all of these, using I don't want to say magic or whatever, but he's doing all of these miracles. How could there not at least be one or two niggas that be like, man, I could do that too. Like do the whole thing Clarence did, like, oh, let's do that over here. Let's say we got the same powers. You know what I mean? We're gonna do the same thing. It's like, why wouldn't that happen?
It was a few of them probably. Clarence was like low-key. Clarence was low-key a hater.
Very much.
He was like, man, that nigga's doing this shit, man. I can do this too. Or I can show you how easy it is to become a Messiah. And he did like in days.
He did it quickly.
Just with his homies.
Quickly.
Yeah, I like Barabbas's character. He was dope. Like I thought he was going to end up being God at the end. I thought it was going to kind of like come to the end, and it was going to be like, he's actually the Messiah because he was saying how he was immortal. You know what I mean? Then I
think every person in this movie was a character from the Bible, literally. Yeah, and it's like I don't know the Bible well enough to point them out. So like it like certain people, like when the woman was throwing stones, he said, "What's your name?" and she was like Jezebel. It's like everybody knows who that is.
Everybody knows Jezebel. Yeah.
Everybody knows who that is. It's like certain characters, when he says the name, you like, I know who you is. It. So he used a lot of the Bible characters to make the story.
Yeah. So yeah, Barabbas is in the Bible. I just typed in his name and it came up. He's in the New Testament. He is the prisoner who was chosen over Jesus by a crowd in Jerusalem to be pardoned and released by Roman governor Pontius Pilate. Yeah, so he is in the Bible, Barabbas. So
and that's what Clarence did. Clarence freed him.
Yeah, they had a whole movie on Barabbas.
That's crazy.
Came out in 1961. So
man, overall, this director is so far 2 for 2 for me. Like when this dropped on streaming, I'm watching it again for sure.
Yeah, man. I was just like you said, a series would have been fire. I could have got with that. Actors, everybody did a good job. The location, there's this everything that they did, like the wardrobe, all of that shit was on point to me. Cinematography, even the dancers, you know what I mean? Like all of it to me, like made for a good visual.
Yeah, it was dope. Like it was real life dope.
Yeah,
and you feel it at the end. You feel it when it comes to Clarence and he about to die. He ain't turning nobody in. He ain't pointing no fingers. He ain't like get him right there. He ain't like help me. He like it's all on me. Like I did all this shit.
He carried the cross. The Virgin Mary had an abortion. He still be carried in a chariot by stampeding horses.
Right?
It's nice.
So, nigga, I'm talking about Clarence. But it was just dope because it's like I said, what made all of that dope and touching was that he wasn't religious. So it's like he's purely doing it out of the goodness of his heart when it comes to that. He like, I'm not turning nobody in. It's all on me. I fucked up. I'm sacrificing myself basically.
I'm one of them Romans to get killed, though. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man.
That's for sure.
I was just like, man, cause I was like, y'all, it's not that many Romans. It was like Romans, and then was that Jedediah the Terrible? Him and his crew, they could have fought them.
Yeah, and Baracus too. He could have killed them all by himself.
Yeah.
The crazy part is the parallel they did with the police and black people today. Because we literally like. If it really went down and black people stood up in a situation like that, it's like 12 cops. It's like 200 black people in their face yelling.
They still not going to jump to the occasion to be like, hey, man, we can outnumber these niggas.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. The parallel, because like you said, Jedediah and his crew, he had enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had enough. But what is his name? I want to call him Baracus. I don't know if that's right.
Barabbas.
Barabbas by himself could have killed all of them soldiers. But Clarence is like, don't do it.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, it's funny because it's like when at the end when he was carrying the cross, nigga, what's his name? I keep on forgetting this nigga's name, but the nigga that played his
when he was walking on the side with the knife.
He was just like, nigga, hey.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. Like, I'll stab two of these niggas right here. He was like, yeah, do it. Then Barabbas, you know, shit, he can't, he's definitely immortal because that nigga took 3 spears, but he only can kill him in, I guess his heel, and they hit the wrong heel.
Yeah, he said he's supposed to hit my left heel.
Like, wrong heel, motherfucker.
So it's like and even all of that was the story of Jesus carrying the cross. All of that happened to Jesus. So it's like Clarence went through the same thing, and his reaction was the same. Like, don't help me, don't fight these niggas. Like, let them do it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, the parallel with the police and black people, you saw Clarence and Barabbas and all of them was about to fight all of Jedediah's people. When it was the black people, wasn't no holding them back. It wasn't no don't do it. It was like, it's on, let's fight these niggas.
Yeah.
But then when the Romans came, it was like, nah, don't do nothing. Show them your ID. That shit was killing me. Then niggas kept saying, let us see your ID.
I was just like, these niggas just got swords. I was like, man, y'all niggas, because when Clarence went to go fight Barabbas, but you know, to free him or whatever, I'm thinking he about to get fired on. Like, I was like, dude came up with the mask on. I was like, oh yeah, Clarence about to get jumped. Then Clarence got hands. Nigga told us like, when you learn to fight like that, he was just like, hey, nigga, you learn to fight, you know what I mean, in a controlled area, nigga. I learned how to fight in the streets, nigga. Like, I had to struggle all my life, and nigga, I thought he was gonna get fired on, but yeah, he had hands.
He had hands, and he whooped him, and he freed him.
Yeah,
it was a dope ass story, man. Like, it's Lakeith is one of them niggas, man.
Yeah, it was a good story, man. I fuck with the movie. These are the type of stories that I'm talking about that I feel like, you know, there should be more, because it's like I feel like the movies that we see more often are like, nigga, who wrote this script and why did it get Clarence? Like, who greenlighted this shit?
It's the difference. The difference
like this.
The difference is he cared about his script. Yeah. If people care, if you just give a fuck about what you're writing, your movie will be better. If you get the money to make a movie, you like, cool, let's go get some guns and sell drugs, and he just got out of jail. That's my movie. It's like, that should be bullshit.
It's been told. So many stories have been told over and over again. It's just like, there's so many other stories that can be told. Like, this story, yeah, it is bold and it can piss people off, but it's different. You know what I mean? I feel like it was like kind of refreshing to see something else on the big screen.
Right. The crazy part is on the big screen. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Because seeing them white people get up and walk out was hilarious to me. I'm like, what happened in here that you felt so disrespected that you had to leave? What the fuck happened in this movie? It's like, as soon as they showed the black Jesus, is that what it was? Like, Jesus doesn't look like that, because you was there.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know, man. Like, some people take things a little bit too, you know, they have their own thoughts and feelings about things, and hey, that's you know, how they were raised, man. How they feel about stuff. Like, I ain't even judging that. It just is what, hey, that's how you feel, nigga. Bounce.
Yeah, it is what it is. You paid your money. Like, I can't tell you to stay.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious. Like, I don't know. It's funny as fuck to me.
Yeah. You ready to rate the joint?
Yeah, I don't even got to look it up.
Yeah, to be a little bit.
I ain't even got to look that shit up. You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a right.
I'm gonna get that joint right. 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 I wanted it to stretch.
Hey man, what's his name? James. What's the director's name?
James Earl Jones.
Man, cut it out.
His name is spelled a little different, but it's James Samuel. It's like
James Samuel is 2 for 2 in movies. The Harder They Fall, I've watched maybe 50 times. And this one, I can't wait for the drop. I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, he had a couple of
I only saw 3. He had one on YouTube too. I didn't get to watch that one yet. I watched like maybe the beginning of it, and it looked like Harder They Fall.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He was a producer. Directors is Harder They Fall. He directed Jay-Z's video, and then They Die by Dawn. I've never seen that one, but it's another Western type movie.
That's the one on YouTube.
Oh, okay. This one had Rosario Dawson in it, and the evil Dave Chappelle.
They got hella people in it.
Yeah, Michael K. Williams was in it. Oh yeah, he got some niggas up in here.
Yeah, but it started with it. So I only watched like a couple minutes. It started exactly like Harder They Fall. So I'm feeling like maybe he made Harder They Fall, and then it was like, hey, we got a big screen check for you.
Yeah, Clifton Powell was in this, so you know it was fine.
Yeah. Nah, don't say that.
Clifton Powell and all the hits.
Nah, man. I love Clifton. He's one of my favorite actors. My top 3.
What set that is?
I love that movie. That Crip Life.
What's that is? Oh man.
Anyways, man, let us know what y'all think. Let us know. I want to hear the blasphemy comments too.
Go see the movie, man. I honestly don't think a lot of people are gonna see this movie, but
no, I think so. I think that a lot of black people gonna see it. You don't think so?
It wasn't even sold out, bro. Like it was hella seats.
Oh, mine wasn't sold out at all.
Yeah, so I don't think a lot of people are gonna see this movie. So hopefully this review finds you and you go see the movie from the review. But yeah.
Interesting. I got a question. You think a lot of people don't want to be seeing this movie?
I don't know if it's that. I think it's just the fact that by the trailer, it's low key, like quote unquote blasphemy. So it's like you look at it and be like, oh, I don't want no parts of that right away.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I don't want to be seen watching this, but when it drop on streaming, now we can watch it at home.
Yeah, that's spot. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people don't want to. It's probably some niggas that went to go see the Barbie movie, but they didn't go see it in theaters, but they'll watch it at the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I wonder if that's the fake shame or because your grandma like, y'all better not go watch that shit, and you like, oh, I ain't watching that, grandma.
No, I feel what you're saying. I just don't think niggas are seeing movies right now, period. Niggas ain't getting up to go to the theater no more unless it's like, I'm not even sure Color Purple did. I looked at the Color Purple times yesterday. They ain't been out that long. It's only like 2 times left. So that just lets me know that it's not going to be out in the theater that long.
And when I saw it in the theater, it wasn't full.
Yeah, so it's just like, I don't think niggas is going out to see movies like that no more.
And I agree. If there's a day it comes where the movie theater is canceled, I'm fine watching shit at home. I like watching movies at home.
I like going to the theater. I'm gonna keep it real.
I'm not a fan of that shit.
Yeah, I like going to the theater. It's just like the experience of going to the theater and getting out, being just relaxed, eating some snacks or whatever is cool for me. But I understand that movies are gonna be in the theaters for like a week now.
Yeah, it's going quick. I see. So my thing is, I love comfort. So I'd rather be at home with a bowl of gumbo and a drink. And if I gotta go to the bathroom, I could pause this motherfucker. Like I love the comfort of being at home and watching a movie. I get what you're saying though. It's the going out experience part of it.
If you're gonna give me the option to take gumbo over popcorn, I'm gonna take gumbo.
You take anything over the popcorn. Anything. You can have you a burrito.
Right.
You can have anything. If they opened a Mexican restaurant with a theater in it, you know how much money you would make if you can go get some real nachos, nigga, and be in here watching it.
It's already an issue. Don't do that because I've already been sleepy in movies recently. I'm tired, man. I'm about to nod off, low key. But yeah, it's
yeah, I feel you though. It's like unless it's a big name, like when we went to go see Book of Clarence, the the big movie everybody's going crazy for was that the Mean Girls movie.
Oh hell no.
They was going crazy for that. That's what everybody was there to see.
That's the musical too.
Mm-hmm.
The whole family seen it, or it was just you and
just me and my wife.
Okay, yeah, I rocked with it, man. I'd definitely watch it again if it was on streaming. I'd watch it again.
Yeah, I'm going to. As soon as it drop on streaming, I'm like I'm saying, the harder they fall, I was on it. Yeah. I'm about to do the same thing with this one. This one was dope.
Yeah, they might have dropped the ball on a series.
Nah,
it could have been a good series, bro. Because you could have stretched this out like.
Yeah, I feel that, but it was what? So in a series, what point would you stop to make it be like episode 1?
You said what part would I stop to make it episode 1, or what part I stop to like be the end of the season?
No, to make it episode 1, because you got to break it up if it's a series,
right? So you could just their relationship with Mary Magdalene in the beginning, them started off like that, how they was racing chariots, you know what I mean? Like, what's that relationship? How'd that start? Right. You know what I mean? How did the brother become an apostle? You know what I mean? How did they start beefing? Like, you can break it up. It was stories in there that wasn't even told. They just
I get what you're saying. So you saying stretch it out and make it a series, like not necessarily take this movie and chop it up. You saying stretch it out? Yeah,
all the stories that's in this movie, you could I'm curious about Barabbas. I'm curious about Elijah. I'm curious about Mary Magdalene. Like, you can break these stories up.
Yeah.
It would have been fire.
Yeah, that would be, oh man, that'd have been some shit. We would have reviewed the shit out of that.
Yeah. They dropped the ball on that because it's like, I don't know if it's too late, but I don't think they're going to do it.
Too late.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. Let us know what y'all think, man. We clearly fucked with it, both of us.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was gonna come in when you be going by yourself. It's like a different energy. I thought you was gonna come in like, man, this was terrible.
No, like when it went off, when he had that last little light bulb, I was like, man, shit better not go off.
Yeah,
I need another book. I need another book. I wanted more, but it was good. I fucked with it.
It was good, man. I hope it gets the attention it needs, but I think it's like you said, ain't nobody going to the movies.
This is about to be out of the theaters next week.
Damn. Which is good because I want to see it, but damn.
It'll hit Netflix or something. People fuck with it later.
Gonna be on BT Plus.
Oh, I'm out of here.
No, that's probably on Netflix. That's what Harder Than Falls was on.
Yeah, it'll be on Netflix. It just depends on who talking about it. Like, I think that's how things blow up nowadays anyway. Like, who, did TikTok talk about it?
And they got the Jay-Z backing on it too.
And the soundtrack was fire.
I didn't get to listen to the soundtrack. Are you just talking about in the movie?
Just in the movie, like the score.
Oh yeah. In the movie, it was hard.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. We'll see. But my prediction is just like it's gonna fall flat, and hopefully it goes viral some kind of way to make it, bounce back.
Hold on, man. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, we'll talk about wherever if you there. Peace out.
Peace be unto you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.